That's an old wives' tale. That's an old wives' tale. Don't believe that. An old wives' tale. Have you ever heard of this one? This is an expression or something that people say that's kind of through tradition has been accepted as true, but it's really not true, right? Things like if you go swimming after you eat, you'll get a cramp and you'll drown, right? Things that mothers typically say or parents typically say, but there's really no truth behind it. It's an old wives' tale. Other words that you could use for this, it's a myth, or it's an urban legend, or something like that, right? It's a myth, or it's an urban legend. It's an old wives' tale. First, let's take these words individually. Wives is the plural of wife. So wives, one wife, two wives. But this is the possessive, wives, an old wives' tale. Tale, T-A-L-E, means story, right? And this was actually first maybe used in the 1611 King James Bible. And it's kind of actually a sexist expression because it comes back from the traditions when the women would stay at home, raise the kids, maybe talk with other women about, how to raise their kids. So in the Bible, it says, be careful to listen to old wives' fables. They called them fables. Fable is another word for tale, which is another word for story. And some common fables, some common old wives' tales are eating chocolate will give you acne. Eating chocolate will give you acne. Those red bumps that usually teenagers get on their face, that's acne. An old wives' tale. Chocolate will give you acne. Do you have that one in your country? Chocolate will give you acne. What's another one? Swallowing gum if you swallow a piece of gum, it will stay in your stomach for 7 years. That's one that I used to believe, right? Don't swallow gum or else it'll stay in your stomach for 7 years. Do you have that one in your country? I know I used to believe that. That's an old wives' tale. It's not true. So swallow away. It's still not good for you though. And if you make faces, be careful. Because one of these days your face is going to stay like that. Have you ever heard that one? Has your mother or grandmother ever told you that? Don't do that. Your face is going to stay like that. That's an old wives' tale. Don't believe it. I mean, don't go around making faces, but, Anyway, my face never stayed. And a common one also, masturbation will cause you to go blind if you do it too much. It's an old wives' tale. I'm not blind. These are common old wives' tales in my country. Again, another word for old wives' tale that's a myth. But old wives' tale is kind of a funnier way to put it, right? It's a funnier, colloquial way to say something is not true. Or it's a story, it's an idea, a way to behave that's been handed down over generation, right? What about old wives' tales in your country? Why don't you write those below? Let me know what country you're from and one of the old wives' tales that you have in your country. Also, subscribe and ring the bell so you can get lessons every